Hi, my name is Miranda. We have hundreds of millions of nerve cells in our gut. Our gut is very sensitive to how we feel both physically and emotionally. It's sometimes called our second brain. We can get caught in a vicious circle with our gut where maybe we have some issues in our gut, whether it's constipation, irritated bowel, that can make us feel anxious. That anxiety then makes it worse. And it becomes a vicious circle like that, or it might start that we're anxious that causes the issues in our gut. In this session, I'm going to focus on the breath because the breath has a very powerful effect on our emotions and on our gut. We're also going to do some exercises that both stretch and compress all around the abdomen to try and bring balance back to the gut, to the digestive system. What I would love you to have with you is 2 blocks, if you have blocks, but don't worry if you don't have blocks, you can make a pile of books. We're going to use them underneath our backs, just for the end. So maybe a couple of fairly thick books, and a fairly solid cushion, not too soft, but something that you can use underneath you in a little while too. So if you have those near you for a little bit later. We're going to start off on our backs. So settle on your back with your legs bent, feet on the floor, hip distance apart, with your hands resting on your belly. And it can be a lovely soothing thing to have that sense of touch, resting, so hands on the belly. Close your eyes and just take a moment to notice how you are breathing. Are you breathing through the mouth or are you breathing through the nose? If you're breathing through your mouth, close your mouth. Breathing through the nose is a much calmer breath. We can't hyperventilate through the nose. It slows the breath down, it calms the body down, and it encourages muscles in our gut to let go. So just breathing through the nose, slow the breath down. And then notice, when you breathe in, what happens to your belly? Does your belly go in on the inhale, or does it go out on the inhale? If you breathe in and your tummy goes in, it means you're a chest breather. You're breathing in and up into the chest. You're not using your diaphragm very much. Your diaphragm is a big muscle underneath the rib cage, and it's not a healthy breath. Stimulates the nervous system into fight or flight, and it can cause big problems over time. We can get into a habit of breathing like that. So I want you to make a conscious effort to breathe in and down. So as you breathe in, draw your breath down into your belly. Let your belly inflate as you breathe in. And as you exhale, let the belly deflate. And exhale more. Notice how your tummy muscles engage the more you exhale. Inhale, draw your breath down into your belly. Feel the belly inflating on the inhale. Belly has to let go, tummy muscles have to let go. And exhale, belly comes in, deflates. And again, notice how the more you exhale, tummy muscles engage. So just a few more times, breathing deeply. In through the nose, out through the nose. Breathing down into your belly. And exhaling fully. The exhale is where we let go. So the exhale is really important. We often don't exhale enough. And that in itself will build tension up in our bodies. So really focusing on exhaling fully. Then bring your knees above your hips and catch hold of your knees with your hands, your arms straight. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring your knees in close. The more you exhale, the more you might find you can bring your knees in closer. Inhale, straighten your arms, take your knees back above your hips. Exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. And again, the more you exhale, bring them in closer. Inhale, knees away. And keep going. Again, breathing through the nose. Breathing slowly. So that movement is slow with the breath. And then bring your feet onto the floor. Feet together, arms a little bit away from your body. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, take your knees over to the left. Keep your knees and your feet together so your right foot rolls on top of your left foot. The knees stay together. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, when you're ready to, take your knees over to the right. Left knee comes on top of the right knee, left foot on top of the right. Inhaling back to center. And again, just keep going. Over on the exhale, breathing through the nose. Moving slowly, don't rush the breath. Don't rush the movement. Really observing how it feels around your belly, around the abdomen. When you come back to center, make that the last time. And straighten your legs. And take your arms over beyond your head. You're going to come into a side bend. So take your legs over to the left and your arms over to the left. Keep the whole of the back of your body on the floor. So the back of your shoulders, the back of your hips, the whole of your back. Just come to where you feel a good stretch along the right side of your body. Close your eyes and breathe deeply here. Again, breathing through the nose. Take your inhale all the way down to your right hip. Then take it all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. So each inhale, take it all the way down to your right hip. All the way up to your armpit. Long, slow exhales. And again, really be fully present to what's happening in your body as you lie here, breathing deeply in this stretch. Really feel the space that you're creating in the torso on this side. Space for all your organs. Space to breathe too, to be able to breathe more deeply. And then come back to center. And when you're ready to, come over to the other side. So legs over to the right, arms over to the right. And again, come to a place where you feel a good stretch along that left side. And again, breathe deeply into it. So take your inhale all the way down to your left hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Again, really feel that spaciousness you're creating on that side. And then come back to center. And bring your knees in towards your chest and hug your knees and rock from side to side. Then take your left foot onto the floor. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Catch hold around your right shin with your hands. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Snuggle it in towards your chest. Then slide your left leg along the floor and push away with your left foot and press down with your left thigh. And stay here and breathe. Long, deep breaths again. Taking your breath down into your belly, breathing in through the nose. Long, deep exhales through the nose. And again, just observing. Don't rush the breath, keep it slow. Exhaling maybe even more. Then bring your foot onto the floor. Bring the left knee in. Snuggle that knee in. So again, catch hold around the shin. Draw it in. And straighten your right leg. Reach away with your right heel and press down with the thigh. And you'll be getting a bit of a stretch in the front of the hip too. And that really releases the breath too. Freeze up the breath. So again, draw the knee in towards your chest. And again, breathe deeply. Long, deep breaths through the nose. Again, particularly focusing on the exhale. Feel yourself releasing on the exhale, your body letting go. All the muscles in your body unwinding, releasing, softening. And then bring both knees in. Just even out how you can rock from side to side again. And take your knees wide. And take your feet up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into what's called happy baby. So you might find catching hold behind your thighs is the way you're going to be. So hands behind the thighs, draw your knees out beyond your armpits. It's not the most elegant, dignified position. You might find you can catch hold of your calves or your ankles and draw your knees out. You may find you can catch hold of your outsides of your feet. So just wherever works for you. And breathe deeply here. It's a lovely stretch to the back, right the way down to the tailbone. And the pelvic floor is getting a stretch here too. And the pelvic floor can really get tight when we get stressed. So again, encouraging a sense of release here. Stretching all around the hips. Really feel the hips letting go, softening muscles around the hips. Again, really be fully present. Observe how it feels as you lie here, holding on to your legs, your feet, wherever you're holding on to, and breathing deeply. And let go. Bring your feet onto the floor, feet together again. And when you're ready to, open the knees out wide, so knees separate, the soles of your feet come together. And you may feel here that you want to have your hands on your inner thighs, just encouraging your thighs to let go. We tend to grip on our inner thighs. So just encouraging and releasing there. Or you may feel you want to hold onto the belly again, so hands resting on the belly. Again, just encouraging a softness and letting go. Again, breathing deeply through the nose. The breath is such a powerful tool. We can really change the way we feel with the breath. It is so key to our health. Again, really lengthening the exhales. Then bring your knees back in and hug your knees again and rock from side to side. But then you're going to come over onto our bellies. So if you roll over, and this is where you will want the cushion. So grab your cushion, and I'm going to fold this one over in half, but choose the amount of cushion, the amount of padding that you feel you want. You're going to take it underneath your belly and have it underneath the belly as you lie on your front, and come onto your elbows. And I want this cushion to be a little bit of pressure in the belly, so just slightly uncomfortable pressing in. It may be more than uncomfortable if you have got something happening at the moment, a flare up at the moment, but let your body settle here and breathe deeply. Again, really use the breath, long exhales. You may feel the more you exhale, the more your body just releases into this pressure that you've given yourself in the belly. You may feel actually it's nice to have a little bit more. But make sure that however much you've got, that you can breathe deeply. So again, be really fully present to the sensations in your gut. As you breathe deeply, feel everything letting go, softening. And here you might feel you want to exhale out of the mouth, so really sighing it out. Maybe through the nose, inhale out of the nose too. Or maybe out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. And exhaling. Sighing it out, really feeling those muscles in the belly, softening. And as I say, there may be a bit of discomfort here, but hopefully that discomfort just gradually eases as you stay here and breathe. But you don't want discomfort in your back. That's not where we're aiming for. You want your back to be happy. Just a sense of squeezing, compressing in the belly. And you may feel, actually, I want to stay here a little bit longer. In which case, press pause, stay. Otherwise, we're going to move on. So take the pillow away and come onto your belly. With your hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows in, shoulders away from your ears, neck relaxed, front of the feet on the floor. When you're ready to inhale, come into a little bit of a back bend, just as much as feels good for you. Don't feel you have to come up too high. Don't let the elbows go out, the shoulders up, keep the elbows in. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll back down. See if you can keep it fluid. So with your breath, inhaling to come up, breathing through the nose. Exhaling to come back down. Keeping the elbows in, keeping the shoulders down, keeping your neck soft. When you come down this time, stay there. Make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. And stay there and breathe. Again, breathe in down into your belly. Exhale, long, full exhale. Breathing into your belly. Exhale fully. One more time. Then come over onto your back. And this is where we're going to use the blocks or the books. So if you could take the blocks underneath, or the books underneath your pelvis. So you want to find a place where they just feel supported and comfortable. So underneath the solid bones of your pelvis, so not underneath your back itself, below your lower back. You should find a place where it's comfortable. So your feet are on the floor, feet hip distance apart. And you may feel here you want to have your hands on your belly again. Or you may feel happy to have your hands, arms by your sides. You want to feel that you can just settle here and let go. So if you feel, no, that's too much, take a bit away so you're not so high. If you feel you're happy to come a little higher, then come higher. Give yourself another book or another bit of support. Where you are, stay. And again, breathe deeply. And again, just observe the sensations. You may feel a sense of real release in the front of the hip, coming up around the belly, a softening. So as you breathe deeply, really encourage a softening. And again, you may feel you want to stay here for a little bit longer. You may feel ready to move on. If you feel ready to, if you want to stay, press pause again. Otherwise, take the blocks away. And bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees and rock from side to side. Then we're going to come into another twist. So straighten your left leg along the floor and bring your right foot to rest on the knee. So it's the arch of the foot on the knee. Arms out by your sides, either bent arms, cactus arms, if you haven't got much space like me here. If you have the space, you can have your arms straight. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, take your knee over to the left. And you may want to turn your head over to the right. And you may feel it's nice to take your left hand and rest it on your right thigh. Just encourage that thigh to head over. Don't force it. Just a bit of weight and encouragement. So you want to be, again, where you feel comfortable, where it feels good. So breathe deeply. Again, think about taking your inhale all the way down to your right hip, moving it all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. So keep breathing into the nose, through the nose, all the way down to your right hip, all the way up to the armpit. Long, slow exhales. And with each exhale, you may feel yourself releasing that little bit more into the twist. And then come back to center. Bring your right foot onto the floor. Bend your left leg. Straighten your right leg. And then bring your left foot to rest on the knee. Again, it's the arch of the foot on the knee. Arms out by your sides. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, take the knee over to the right. Again, you may feel you want to turn your head over to the left.
Right hand might want to come onto the knee and just encourage that knee to head over. And again, breathe deeply. Close your eyes if you're happy to. Again, observe. Observe how that feels in your body. Taking your inhale all the way down to your left hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhaling fully. Again, you may feel yourself releasing. The more you exhale, the more you may feel yourself releasing into that twist. And then come back to center. Bend your right leg, foot on the floor. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees and rock from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. And then bring your feet onto the floor. Straighten your legs. We're just going to take a moment lying on the floor. Hands on your belly again. Neck relaxed. Shoulders away from your ears. Again, close your eyes. And again, bring your awareness to your breath. Breathing through the nose. Draw your breath down into your belly. Feel your belly swelling on the inhale. And falling on the exhale. Really allow the breath to slow, to lengthen. Become aware of a pause after each inhalation and after each exhalation. Really allow the breath to become leisurely. Bring your awareness to your belly. Really feel all the muscles, everything inside your abdomen softening, letting go. Really visualize a sense of softness, releasing. And I want you to visualize a beam of bright yellow sunshine beaming down into your belly. Visualize this bright beam of sunshine into your belly, filling your belly with a vibrant yellow light. Feel your belly melting like butter in sunshine. And then bring your knees in again to your chest. Hug your knees in. Rock from side to side. And then bring your feet onto the floor and roll over onto your side. Use your hands to push yourself up to sitting. Coming out. I hope that brought some comfort to this area in your gut. And I would highly recommend that you watch my video on breathing, the breath. It really has a very powerful effect on the gut. So thank you for watching. Om Shanti, which means peace.